Okay, so just to draw a line underneath the Catullus poems, or the ones which I can record, there are a couple of his more risque poems which I'm not going to do in a lecture. I'll just wait till hopefully we get back to school. But anyway, to otherwise draw a line under Catullus, let's just go through his last two poems. And I'll have a bit of ANS at the end of it as well. So 101, ad inferias, and that word means offerings to the dead. So nothing got to do with lesbia, just a different topic. So I've separated the lines into, I don't know why I did black, blue, and purple just for variety, but yeah, you can see just, yeah, that one line of Latin can be more than one line of English, which is why I've done the color code for you. Anyway, vectus, veho, vehere, vehi, vectus. So having been carried, you can just say having traveled. You get the word vehicle from there. Multas per gentes. It's very common in poetry for the preposition to be what I like to call an interposition. So, so yeah, you don't say per multas gentes, which is what it would be regularly, but multas per gentes, just probably for metric purposes. Through many nations, literally through many tribes, gens gentis. And yeah, you can say through seas, multa iquora. So iquora is literally a level surface, like the word equal, but it can also just be a word for sea, because it's a very flat level surface. Obviously wavy, but yeah, generally it's, yeah, so just if it's calm, it's flat. And overall across literally through many seas, advenio, I arrive, o frater, o brother. Add, again, another example, see add plus accusative, to these wretched, has miseras, these wretched, so they both agree with inferias, offerings of the dead. It's literally offerings of death. Yeah, it's just offerings, but just, yeah, just say offerings of dead. So then we have a purpose clause. So I arrive so that, so you can just say to, so that I might present. So vocab 42, dono donare. I might present, you can just say to present. Te, you, object, with a gift, munus muneris, I assume it's being usuris, it's neuter third declension noun, with a gift mortis of death, so an offering to the dead, of death. Postremo is like kind of finally, just a funny looking adverb. And to fruitlessly, so it's and so that I might again. Et and netquiquam is fruitlessly, so another peculiar looking adverb. Latin, obviously, adverbs sometimes they look like other types of words, but this is a when you encounter them a few times, you realize what they are. You get used to them. This means fruitlessly. Alloquere. So that's a deponent verb, so that's to be passive in form but active in meaning. So that I might speak. And by the way, deponent verbs, their imperfect subjunctive forms don't use their infinitive, but it pretends that it's a normal verb's infinitive. So it doesn't say loqui, loquia, it's loquere. Yeah, so yeah, it's a little tricky in that regard if people think it's just a second BP. It's a yeah, quasi, yeah, it doesn't work like that. So just it's not, it looks like a normal verb, not its actual second BP. To fruitlessly speak to, mutam cinerem, mute, ash, but what it means is ashes. So it's quite literally pathetic, or quite yeah, you feel pity because you're speaking this person, but they cannot reply back to you. So one could say, as it keeps saying, literary techniques, the technique of apostrophe, speaking to someone who's dead, absent, or inanimate object. When it's dead, it's often linked to pathos because it's you feel sorry for that person, like in Shakespeare when you see a character cradling a dead person, a dead lover, for example, and speaking to that person who can't reply. Quando quidem means since. Fortuna, fortune. Abstulit, so that's like saying ferro ferre tuli, has borne away, has taken away. Has taken tete. Tete is the same as when you say te. You yourself, te ipsum. Mihi, now it's for me, but really it's like from me. So yeah, like when you say, when someone passes, they are taken from us too soon. Heu, alas, oh poor brother. So oh miser frate. And oh, this having been taken away. So indigne, it's a P, no, hang on, no, adempte, sorry, having been taken away. So it's a PPP, very rarely in the vocative. Yeah, so because it's still describing the brother. Having been taken away, unworthy, also vocative. And again, for me, but you'd say from me. Nunc, now, tamen, however, interior, meanwhile, really gets you to test, really test yourself here on all those mini words. Are they all adverbs? Yeah, they are. Hike, these things, I think this case, yep, subject. Quae, that relates to hike, it's neuter plural. Prisco more, now that's an OLC, late OLC word. You'd say it's from which by, but you'd say in the ancient or old fashioned. I think you had that in your last sentence test. Mos moris, custom. Must be, oh, is that masculine or neuter? Oh, I can't remember. Of parents, of our parents, these things tradita sunt, have been handed over, perfect passive. Literally by, but you'd say as a, that would just make more sense. Tristi munere, so see her third declension adjective is e, third declension nouning is e. By a sad gift, but you'd say as a sad gift. Add, this sense of add would be more like for, as in for the purpose of, like what we've seen in gerunds and gerundives. For my offerings to you. Oh yeah, I just added to you just to make it sound good because that's the gist of it. Okay, and then akipe, command, imperative. Receive. Receive, yeah, I've said these. Receive brotherly, but you'd say these brotherly. So the ones which I'm crying at the moment. Fraterno, so an adjectival form of frater, brotherly, of a brother, just like patrios is of a father. These, oh yeah, this is just a loose translation, by the way. These brotherly fletu, tears. These much manantia, that's a PAP meaning dripping. So these brotherly tears dripping heavily, but literally it's manantia is the actual noun which is being received. So these dripping much things with brotherly weeping, because fraterno and fletu are ablative. Atque and in perpetuum, now that will probably be in your dictionary. It just kind of means like in perpetuity, but it just means forever. That's the best translation. And forever, what did I say now and forever? I don't see it now, but anyway. And forever, O frater, Ave, it's like Ave Maria, Hail Mary, but you say farewell, atque vale, and goodbye. And lastly, a shorter one, 109. That's it for what's it called, Catullus. So 109. Back to Lesbia. Okay, so he's addressing mea vita, oh my life, vocative. Proponis, like the word of proponent. You declare. Mihi, to me. I think this is this is a what's called an indirect statement. So Jucundum amorem. That that hunc nostrum amorem. So that is accusative. That this our love. Fore is a shortened form of futurus esse, future active infinitive of to be. Will be. So literally, this our love to be about to be. But in an indirect statement, you can just say will would be. Will be, because the main verb is present. Will be, and whatever it is, has to be accusative as well. Will be jucundum. It's about vocab 20 something, I remember. Delightful. Que, perpetuum, and everlasting. Inter plus accusative, between us. Another vocative. O di magni. D is just a shortened form of dei. O great gods. Facite. Literally make it that. You can just say grant that. Ut. Truly, where that she, this is a lesbia, that she may be able to. You can just say she can. Truly promittere. So again, form of possum always has to be followed by an infinitive. Can promise, truly promise. Atque, and always joins two words dissimilar. In this case, two present subjunctives. So grant that she may also say. Id sincere, where we get the word sincere from. It honestly, so that's what sincere means. Et ex animo, and from the heart. We've got an ut clause within an ut clause now. Ut liceat, a impersonal verb. That it. That you may allow. That's really strange. That you may allow for us. I'd say that we may allow. No, hang on. That really should be like it may be allowed for us. So you can just say we may allow. We may allow to continue perducere, literally to lead through, tota vita, in our whole life. So what do you want to perducere? Transitive verb. Hoc foedus, which is neuter. This treaty. Oh, sorry. Where's in our whole life? Yeah, tota vita. Oh, forever, aeternum. I think I've treated it like an adverb, but really as an adjective, it might sound a bit better. So this treaty, sanctae amicitiae, of sacred friendship. So could say that that Catullus has been has been put in the free tram zone for good. Okay, so that draws a line under Catullus. We are past halfway. There's less Horace than Catullus, but yeah, I think I could definitely just record those over the holidays, just to if people want to start revising, and then we'll just look over Horace when you come back, hopefully at school.